Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amalgamash, and this is a new series called Pass It On. I am going to take my good fortune, the knowledge that I have gained, the experience that I've gained, and I'm going to pass it on to you. And this is always going to be in the format of giving credit where credit is due, showing you things that are made by other people. This is usually going to be in the form of resources or tools of some kind, assets. In this case, if you want to obtain music for your video games or for your YouTube channels or your YouTube videos, you are able to get music and sound from Fesliyan Studios. I will put a link in the description below if the text in my address bar is too tiny for you to read. And I wanted to explain a little bit about what this is. I will go ahead and read this to you. Royalty-free music is a great way to add interest to your video or project. Royalty-free background music is provided in high-quality MP3 royalty-free instrumental downloads. The library music is for podcasts, YouTube videos, video editing, presentations, commercial use, and more. So not only these aforementioned things, but if you're working on some sort of homework project and you have to make a video of some kind, you can put this music in the background. Royalty-free music is a term which describes music that's free after initial purchase for commercial use. However, the background music here is 100% free of charge for non-commercial use. If you're using the background music for YouTube videos or commercial use, read the policy for further details. I read fine text. I actually pride myself on paying close attention to terms of use and end-user license agreements, such that I want to take advantage of whatever it is I'm using without breaking the rules that they set forth. And it's very, very important for you as a developer or content creator to pay attention to those same license agreements and terms of use. So for that reason, I want to make sure that I share this sort of thing. This has got a great terms of usage, and I'll explain that here in a minute. There's a bunch of different kinds of categories on here. You can search for music by genre, by mood, by use case, which I thought was really interesting. For my SGB presentation video on my Game Jam, showing off all the submissions that were submitted to the Game Jam, I used something in the 8-bit category, and I was not disappointed. You can listen to all of this stuff right here on the website, and you can put the stuff in your video game. You're developing a video game for Smile Game Builder and you want to distribute it for free. You can come here, grab some music, and put it in your game. It's as easy as that. You're done. But we're going to take a look at the policy, because it's important that you are explained this in plain English. Now, this could change at any time, so even though you're watching this video and I intend to give you this information, it is possible that it's time sensitive. This policy can change at any time in the future without my knowledge. So before you go doing anything, you need to make sure you check the policy page on your own. That's my disclaimer. I'm not going to be held responsible if they change the policy a year from now, 6 months from now, whatever, and they are no longer offering free music or royalty free or without you having to pay a commission or what have you. That's something you've got to look into before you use this website. But at the time being, it looks like the mission statement is they want to give this music away for free. And we have an option for using commercial use as well. So option 1 is non-commercial. The music is free to use. If you are uploading to YouTube or Facebook, you won't be able to use their monetization features to run ads on your videos. And a note about copyright music may appear in your login, but this is not a copyright strike. It's important to know the difference if you're a content creator on YouTube. You can still use the music free and your account will have no negative impact. This notice is there to protect our music. An advert may or may not appear sometimes before your video. So what this means basically is the music's free. If you're going to use it on Facebook or YouTube, they have things in place that will automatically say, hey, this is copyrighted music. And that's important because if somebody else is watching your video, let's say you have just an instrumental only, and they want to take that music, they will then be made aware very quickly that it is copyrighted music. If you can, I also ask that you please help me in return with a few easy steps. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to help me in return. Also feel free to leave a credit. And donating is not required, but always appreciated. That is for non-commercial use. And if you're using it for Smile Game Builder or RPG Maker or something else like that, and you're not selling your game and you're distributing it for free, this is totally fine. You can use all the stuff on here and You don't have to credit, but if you do, and I would always encourage crediting and attribution, share this. It's FesliyanStudios.com. Option 2 is commercial use. If you use the background music in a commercial sense, such as videos that are monetized, or using it for TV or theater film, which is an option as well, and I would also say that if you're monetizing your video game, you're trying to sell it, you're using music from here, then it falls under commercial use. Donation is required in order to get a usage license. Here's the part that I love and why I am making this my very first Pass It On video. The price is up to you and your budget. Crediting is not required. There is a second question below for additional details, and this is important stuff too, so stay with me. But this right here, the price is up to you. You can pay what you want. It's no different than Humble Bundle, allowing you to make a donation and receive a tier of software. Pay what you can. That is so awesome. So I hope that people make good use of this and truly pay what they can and not just, throw 5 cents and take 100 songs for their stuff. Are there any restrictions on how I can use your music? The music on the site is strictly for non-musical cases, so you're not allowed to make your own musical album out of anything on here. You can't make a soundtrack for your game out of this music. That violates these terms. You can't use the music for any service that adds a copyright to your material. We don't want the music on this site to be accidentally claimed on your project, which includes our background music. That makes sense because YouTube has an algorithm for that sort of thing. And there are some platforms out there that will add the copyright to your material on your behalf. And if they're doing that automatically, then they're saying that this music also is yours. You have the copyright to it. You don't. So you don't want to be using it for any service that adds a copyright to your material. That is against the terms of use here. And the following: if you're releasing it on iTunes, Spotify, or other similar online platforms, you have to tell your audio distributors the following message: please do not add this audio content to the YouTube Content ID system. I have used background music which is owned by Fesliyan Studios. So again, this is algorithm stuff. This is stuff that automatically happens with these services. They add the content to the YouTube Content ID system because they're doing that on your behalf. They're doing it for you so that they can attribute the content to you. But you don't want the content to be attributed to you because it's not yours, you didn't make it. How would you like to be credited in my video? I credited Fesliyan Studios in that Smile Game Builder. It's only required if you have not donated. If you have donated, this is another thing that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to even think about it. It's just, I recommend attribution always. I want to monetize an online video with your music. How can I do this without getting a copyright claim? You just have to pay for a usage license, and then you can upload your video, and if it has this music in there, you're fine. After donating, a license will be applied to your channel. If your current videos have copyright, be sure to include them in the donation form as well. And if it's not a commercial it's not commercial usage, it's all free. It's all free. You don't have to donate. You can donate if you want. And there's a donate link here. And I actually found that I had trouble with the donate link when I was trying to use Chrome. I had to switch over to Edge, Microsoft Edge, to do it. So that's just a funny little thing to keep in mind, and it might be fixed by now. I don't know. Usage license cost. Everybody's got a different budget and risk factor, so this creator lets you decide whatever amount of money you want to donate in order to get a usage license. You can use the music anywhere you want. This is the important part. If you didn't believe me when I said you could use it in your video games, right here's the proof. What does royalty-free really mean? It means that after you obtain a license, you can use a track more than once without paying again for a particular project. And you can use all the music commercially after you have donated for commercial use. You don't have to buy a license for each one. You don't have to buy a license over and over again. I'm not sure if my project will make me money in the future. Can I still use your background music for free? That might sound like a silly question, but like in my case, I went ahead and bought a license just to cover that. I am not monetized on YouTube, so in this case it's free. But in the future I want to be monetized, so when that happens I'll automatically be covered because I've already donated. You can reuse the music. The donation covers perpetual use. That is important. You can loop the music, you can make it longer, speed it up, slow it down. And you'll get an official license document and receipt emailed to you. I got one emailed to me. It's legitimate. It's totally fine. And that will help you on legal matters in case, the policies change here and you want to be grandfathered in. It may never happen, and hopefully it doesn't, but I posted a video online with your background music and I received a copyright claim. Will my video or channel be removed? Nope, it's fine. You will get a claim. I did get a claim on that video, but it got removed in about 10 minutes. Leave the claim undisputed and you are good to go. How much do you charge for custom music? Rates vary on a number of factors. Best thing to do is to send me an email with details such as the length of your video, how many minutes of music you want created, and if possible, the video itself. I did not see this last time I came here. I didn't know that he did custom music, or they or she. That's neat. That's a cool, service. Check this out. If you want custom music, send them an email. Get them some attention. You might be surprised. It might be really affordable. And that's it. So that's it. I just wanted to pass along FesliyanStudios.com. Free and royalty-free music. Donate what you can to get a perpetual license. You can't beat that. And not beat that. And there is an amazing amount of music on your tracks. I am gonna say one thing, they are all MP3s. You probably want OGG files, OGG files. You'll have to do that conversion yourself. I think some of these actually do have multiple versions. This one has wave and stem versions available upon request. Some of them might have OGG files you can download, but they are all by default MP3s for sure. So that's it for this video. Please let me know what you thought. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, make sure you ring the notification bell and all that good shit. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Until then,